everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm off to work. I have my third 12-hour shift this week. I love work. It's been really, really good. I'm learning so much. I did pass that test. Woohoo! Infection preventionist training. It was not easy. The test was tough. On the quizzes, the little quizzes that you would prepare for that didn't even count for credit, they would have all of these check all that apply. So you would get 3 or 4 of them, and you had to make sure you had all of the choices that applied. And I hate those questions. I'm really good at just straight pick the best choice. Then you can kind of ferret it out, right? But on these questions, they were check, and it didn't tell you how many applied. It didn't say check the best 3 or whatever. So on the quizzes, I got used to that may be how the test was going to be. And on the quizzes, if you did not get all 3, you flunked the question. It would make you retake it. And of course, these were just for fun quizzes or for practice. So when I got to the test, every single question, was like, pick the best, put all of the ones that apply. And I was like, oh man. And I would always know the first 2, but then I would be torn on the last 3rd or 4th one. And I was like, I am so going to flunk this, because you had to have an 80%, which is not that bad, but there were 75 questions and you only had 60 minutes. And I'm a ponderer and I can work things out, which they say is bad for taking tests. You should just get in there, go with your gut and take it. But I like to read the question and so anyway, thankfully it seems like they gave you, I'm pretty sure I missed some of those where you had to have three of the 4. I feel like I missed quite a few of those, maybe, I don't know. But either I wasn't missing them and I had studied so well that I didn't miss them, or they gave you partial credit. Like the whole question wasn't rated as good or bad. If you got 2 out of the 3, they gave you a certain score. Because I did really well in the end. I was like, whoa, because I truly halfway through the quiz, I thought, oh man, I'm going to have to retake this, which is no big deal, but you only get 2 shots and then you just don't get the credit for it. And I need that for my job. So I was like, oh, thankfully. So that's a big weight off of my shoulders. And now I'm just going to work, doing the job, and I'm excited about today. I don't have to be 12 hours at the computer today. My subscribe and save is going good. I put mouthwash on there yesterday. I've got to get some other things on there, and we have no groceries. The fridge downstairs stinks. I have food in there. I don't even know what it is. The upstairs fridge is working. It's completely holding the temp, of course, now that I've ordered a new one. But that's fine. If I open the door too much, it does start to drop. And so, it needs replaced. But that doesn't come till Monday. So to go buy a ton of food isn't really the answer either, because then downstairs it's a smaller fridge and I just won't be able to find the food. So I think today I'm just going to leave work and go get a sandwich. We're trying to buy the least amount of food possible to just keep our, sanity here. But the downstairs fridge, I haven't cleaned it, and who knows, but there's nothing bad that we're eating in there. It's just a matter of it just needs a baking soda and a wash down is all, but I'll get it done. So anyway, I got to get to work. So I've got 4 orders. Not near as good as yesterday, I must say, but that is okay. I was at work till 7 yesterday because I studied all day, and then I was about to take my test at 4, and then they had a special event, which is wonderful for the residents. But that lasted 2 hours, and it was just way too loud for me to think of taking a test when the music was going on. And so I sat there and I kept thinking they were going to be done, and then it went hours, which is perfectly fine. But so I had to wait till about 6 to start my test, and that's why I didn't get off till 7. But let's go see what we have for orders. 4 orders, $95.67. So yeah, they had calculations on that test too. If you're a nurse, you know that, you think you're done with your calculations once you do dosage calculations. But on the infection control, you have infection calculations, like what is the rate of infection in the building if you have 2 of this and there's 100 residents and 3 of them had a catheter, what is the rate of infection in your building? And I'm like, oh man, I can do it with a calculator, but I didn't think we could have a calculator or anything, so I had to really figure it out. Oh man, it was crazy. Okay, so let's see, 4 into 95 is what, guys? 15, 4 into 15 is almost 4. So 23 point something is my, my ratio today, or my average sale price. That includes shipping though, so to me that's not that good. That's okay, but my average overall on eBay is at 35. Last time I checked, 35, even more. I have 1 big order, and the rest I would never buy again. All right, so this is the one I would buy again. It's just more yarn, really pretty deep kind of purple yarn. There's 3 of them in here. No coupons or promotions were used at all. And this sold for $29. Check out the yarn, guys. When you're, at the bins, I know from experience that in the hard goods section, everybody's pulling out the electronics and the VCRs and all this stuff. And I've seen it before where there's just a ton of yarn left in the bottom. Check it out. See if it's alpaca. See if it's wool. My son and I have done so well on this yarn. Just don't miss it. And sometimes it comes out with the clothing. I've actually found a decent amount of yarn at the bins coming out with the clothing. So this is 6 ounces. It's 5.7, and I'm going to put 6 on this. All right, this is going to New York, New York, apartment 3C on Washington Avenue. Woohoo! I love New York City. I would not want to live there. I don't want that kind of a crazy life, but I love visiting. I think I've been there just one time, but I loved it. Yeah, just one time. Yeah, so at work now, if you go to infection prevention, not that anybody would want to, but if you do want to, for some reason, if you're a nurse and you're thinking of a different career path, definitely check it out. It's a desperately needed certification. But so now I have to go in and do a bunch of auditing, like, are people washing their hands? Are there signs up that tell people if they're coughing to put a mask on? It all sounds really simple, but there's this whole theory behind it. So, but it's fun now. Now I get to actually do a lot more of the job than I've been able to do. This I'm so glad to get rid of. It is a Milwaukee knit jacket, and just because I got to get to work, I'm not going to pull this out and try to get it back in. If you see something that says Milwaukee knit, that can be a bolo. People really love Milwaukee knit, but there were 2 things wrong. First, there was something wrong with this old jacket. It's gorgeous. I mean, it is cute. I feel really bad. What did it have wrong with it? Some of the leather was kind of crinkled. It's not something that I think you could have gotten out. And then on some of the vintage buttons, they are kept on by like safety pins, so they would have to re-sew the buttons on. For people like my friend Virginia, that's not a big deal. For me, I would not buy this jacket because I don't sew. But check out Milwaukee knit if you have time. I definitely would say it's a bolo. So it's partial fabric, partial leather. Just gorgeous. But anyway, it was also a men's medium plus the flaws in it. And so I just ended up taking $10, $19.95. I've had this forever. I've had this for probably a year and a half, and nobody cared because of the size and the little flaws. And as we all know in vintage, once you go to look at the measurements, sometimes a medium is actually closer to a men's small nowadays. And especially if you want it to fit kind of like a grandpa sweater, which is kind of what the style looks like, then you want it just a little bit bigger. And so let's get this shipped. This is a clearance item. I just edited it not too long ago. So I'm really glad this is moving on its way. All right, 1 pound. I got up at 3:45 today because now I'm moving on energy. I feel really good after passing that test, so I didn't have any trouble getting out of bed. I did a 20-minute standing like workout, like no weights. I should get my weights back out now because I am not sore after. I did 2 days of little weight things that were 10 or 15 minutes long, and man, I was sore. So I was not going to do weights yesterday, and then this morning I forgot about it. I actually feel okay. I could have grabbed my weights, but anyway, I did something, and I've had a lot more energy at work, and my back has not been near as painful getting up and doing that just 20 minutes, you know. Yesterday, I think I only did 15. I didn't even do 20. Maybe I did 10 yesterday, actually. But anyway, it's just some kind of movement before I go sit in a chair. So anyway, I charge $9.95. This is going to cost $8.30. This is going to Fairview, Pennsylvania. So half of my job every day, well, first of all, I'll be a nurse on the floor. I am not a full-time infection person at my job. It's a smaller hospital. We just don't, you know, you don't have to have a full-time person. So I think I can do my infection control job in 20 hours a week. We'll find out. That's what I've been budgeted, and we'll see. If absolutely I know that to do the job right, I need more, then I'll just go in and tell them, you know, hey. But I think for the most part, this is pretty common that you can be part-time in a hospital the size that I'm in. But so I'll be on the floor as a nurse, which is good. I'll keep up my nursing skills, even though I don't know if I want to be a nurse on the floor for, you know, the rest of my life. For now, it's good to have those nursing skills. But then today, 50% of my time needs to be out and about doing audits, making sure people are washing their hands, and like I said, doing all that stuff. I love this skirt, like I talked about when I did the editing. I absolutely love it. I think it's gorgeous. It just was just a tiny bit. It wasn't really tight in the waist on me. I don't know. I think more of it is I just didn't know what to wear with it. I feel like maybe for my age it would look weird and funky, but I was tempted to keep it. I might look at some more desigual, or however you say it, items, and maybe get one that's just not quite so all over pattern, but still has that style to it, because I love this skirt. But it just didn't suit me quite what I wanted to keep it. So, but they don't sell for much. As much as I love this brand, it does not sell for much. And so I've had this a very long time. They did use my 25% off coupon and promoted listings. So this is $14.85 all shipped. So the skirt itself I sold for like $8 because I went in, researched it again, and it just didn't sell for much. And this is a size small, so that hurts it too. All right, size 10. Yeah, we are out of groceries. I gotta maybe run to Rawlins, Wyoming, which is 40 miles away, and get some groceries tonight after work. Or just, I'm going to out of town either tomorrow or Saturday. I've got to go pick up our little Christmas card that I have made. I always have them made at Walgreens. It's very inexpensive. They always have like half off this time of year. So they'll tell you that each Christmas card is going to cost $1, but it ends up costing like 40 cents because they always have these huge coupons. And so I just have like a photo thing. It's a square card or a rectangle card, and then with like 10 photos on it from the year. And it's really cheap. It cost me like $30 to get 50 of them or whatever it is. More than that. 60 of them for $30, I guess it is. So I got to go pick that up. They do say they ship it, and if I would ever get it done in October, like I tell myself I'm going to, then I would have it shipped to my door. But I never get it done till close to December, and I just don't want to take a chance. All right. So this, obviously the yarn, that fit my parameters. And this one came close, this 32 bar blues. This is a men's XL, and this brand is still kind of, to me, a bolo. This one hung around a little bit longer, and I am just also trying to rotate my older stuff off so that I can get all my new stuff in and get my store where it needs to be. So normally on this 32 bar blues, I still would pick it up. This I've had since June 28th, though. And this feels like a linen blend. What is this? Oh, I know why. That's why. It's missing the fabric tag. So I feel like this has like some kind of linen in it, but I can't prove it because I don't have the tag. So I just put that clean, but missing the fabric tag. So that hurt a little bit. I would still pick this brand up. I always try to get around $25, especially on an XL. But for whatever reason, this one just didn't move. So I took $17.96 plus shipping. And they did use my 25% off coupon. So I ended up, what, around $14, $15 plus shipping on this. So this one is going to Charlestown, West Virginia, which I actually know where that is. I grew up going to West Virginia every summer. I love West Virginia. I love it, love it. So I charge $6.99, and this is going to cost $5.17. All right, guys. Well, that is all I have for you. I'm sorry about the haul. I really have a good haul I want to show you. But obviously, I've put a lot of time and attention toward my second career. I still really, I guess I do consider nursing my second career. I did eBay first, way before I started doing nursing. And even though nursing has gone up on their wages, and I really just feel like I'd be dumb not to use the certifications I have and make that kind of money, still eBay is still, my business. I'm still a business person. That's how I consider myself. So I'm going to go do my second job right now, and I may catch you guys tonight. If I don't go get groceries out of town, I'm going to do that haul. Knowing me, I'll choose food over getting something done. So I may not see you till tomorrow, but I will catch you. Have a good day, guys. Thanks for all the comments. I'm going to try to, I read them today. I think I answered, everyone, but thank you. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.